Let's talk about the speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. Most interesting one, Demon Slayer.
Things come to an end.
Red Coconut Club. There's a vibrator inside there.
At Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay, we are back at Universal Studios Orlando. We got the HHN 25 shirt on, Halloween Horror Nights hat. It's another Halloween Horror Nights update. I got like 20 messages last night. You guys were like, Kevin, talk about all the updates. We have so much, right? We got HHN tweeting at Lady Gaga. We got a new speculation map. There's a lot of rumors. There's so much we're about to cover. Some job postings and stuff like that.
Here at the Universal Theater at Citywalk, they got signs up here for Fast X. They have a wonderful little family photo over here. When you see all the characters all lined up, you realize how are they going to juggle all these characters in one film? The Mario Brothers plumber van is gone.
They're about to hit, I think, $1 billion in the box office right now. So they're going to have like a whole new cinematic universe now of Nintendo. So it's going to spin off into multiple films.
First stop of the day, we got to stop at the Citywalk Universal Studios store, see if there's anything new. I thought they removed this from the shelf, but for $55, they brought this back. Hey, why are there instructions on this one? Remove battery, hug me and I'll shake. He shakes? What? Oh, this just got even more disturbing. So you got Patrick, you know, with something coming on his mouth. Right, we talked about how gross that looks. I didn't realize, oh my God, he's shaking. There's a vibrator inside there. Patrick, stop shaking. Okay, we're gonna put little vibrating Patrick back in there with his cream on his lips. Then we have a happy little SpongeBob. It says cuddle me. Okay, so does he vibrate too? What in the world? Who asked for vibrating SpongeBob plushes? We're gonna put SpongeBob back up there. Stop shaking, SpongeBob. You're making me uncomfortable. You know, Universal, I really thought you'd have a vibrating Shrek, but you don't. Kind of sad. You could make millions if you had a little vibrating Shrek for all the ogre boys. They have a new Hello Kitty Loungefly for $85. It's kind of got like a little fuzzy material to it. Little Hello Kitty on the keychain. Another new little SpongeBob Loungefly, $79. This is a brand called Zipper Mouth. You have a Gator Loki. It's gonna be $40. It's pretty adorable. I'm so happy to see the Mardi Gras medallion gone.
So now we have an update about the show that'll be happening for Halloween Horror Nights. Not the water show, but the stage show. As you know, the past 2 years, it's been Nightmare Fuel. Last year was kind of a copy and paste. They tweaked it a little bit. First year was amazing. Last year was, I only went to it once last year. But I think there's something different coming because this is what the job postings were for. So it says, accepting submissions for dancers and vocalists for Halloween Horror Nights stage show. Universal Orlando Resort is accepting submissions for the following skill set, dancers and vocalists. Submission deadline is by May 7th. The other one says accepting submissions for dancers 5'2" and under to appear in Halloween Horror Nights. Tumbling skills may be required for some roles. Okay, so 5'2" and under, that kind of fits in with like Megan. And the past couple shows, it's just been kind of fire performers or dancers. So by having vocalists, I don't know what this could be. This could be kind of a new version of a new different type of show. In Orlando, we're not gonna have Nightmare Fuel, I don't think. Or if it is, there's gonna be singers involved, which I think is gonna be very interesting. Or what if they just bring back like the Beetlejuice graveyard for HHN? I feel like that would work. I think like people would love that. Put in a little bit of humor in there, pop culture, making kind of a Beetlejuice, Bill and Ted kind of vibe. That would work very well with HHN. All right, so there's our first little bit of HHN update. Well, throughout the video, I'll keep updating you guys, but let's explore the park.
They have removed the old little food cart and they've put in one of the new ones. Now, 2 food carts over in New York and then the one over in Islands all have really good food. And I love the design of these carts, right? It fits in with the Hollywood Art Deco theming. I'm digging it. But again, we'll probably have the menu signs. There'll be TV screens so they can switch out the menus. But again, it's got a nice big overhang. So this will probably be opening the next couple weeks because when these pop up, they open pretty soon after. So I'm excited to see what Universal pulls off with this new menu. Reporting back about the light wand. It is still inside the storm drain here at Universal. Have a good day. Hope you solved some good mysteries today.
Oh, always. Have a nice night, Les. We're good.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna pop into 5 and Dimes. Okay, so you guys all told me to watch the Bates Motel TV show. Psycho room service. Bates Motel, $21. Shot glasses for $7.95. $12.95. They have a Bates Motel mug. At $27, they have a Bates Motel towel. And then they have a robe. You know, you gotta have the robe, right? This is gonna be $60 for the robe. It's just gonna say Bates Motel Universal Studios on it with a little bit of blood.
$21.95.
You say Psycho like it's a bad thing. Universal Studios.
Now that I've finished the Bates Motel TV show, you guys want to hear the review. What did I think about it? I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10. First season I thought was decent, right? Season 2 and 3 turned into a CW Riverdale melodrama. I just hated the writing, and Norma Bates cries every 30 seconds. It was a rough watch, that season 3. But season 4 is amazing. Alice and I really dug that, and season 5 kind of is good, but they kind of have problems wrapping everything together and wrapping it up. I enjoyed the watch, so thank you guys for the suggestion to watch that TV show.
As you know, one of my favorite things here at Universal is always the tribute store. We gotta talk about the next one. This is where the Mardi Gras one was.
This is where the summer one is gonna be. We kind of talked about the rumor that it was gonna be the Jurassic Park one to celebrate the 30th anniversary. So we have confirmation in the window that that is what it's gonna be. So in the month of June, they're gonna be celebrating kind of Jurassic Park within the Universal Studios. I'm sure there's gonna be some special food. On May 1st at the new annual pass holder lounge, we'll be covering that too. They're gonna have a Jurassic Park magnet, which is pretty dope. But in the window, they added the ladle.
Now, if you've seen the first Jurassic Park film, right, when they're in the kitchen, it's a classic scene. But it's something so simple, die-hard fans will notice and recognize. It's more than a ladle. So coming soon, probably late May. Big changes happening over here with the DreamWorks little land being built. That's happening at ET. The ET gift shop is closed currently. It moved all the merchandise out to these two little kiosks over here. Interesting that they still have the Kid Zone flags up. Okay, so we're by the bathrooms now. You cannot get over to ET at all. You can't get into the gift shop, you can't get over to ET. So let's see where the new entrance is. So remember, they removed the planters. So the entrance is gonna be the side exit. So a 15-minute wait. We have the stroller parking over here. All right, so we're gonna go to the left. Interesting. So they have construction walls up. This is where the pre-show would happen. And you'd have Steven right there. This is where you would originally enter in from, but it's a construction wall. So it's gonna be looping around here. So two of the pre-shows are operating, but then the entrance is gonna be the other third pre-show room. There's this fun little, like, almost like a boo hole. All right, so when you go in to put your name on your little passport, they have a construction wall right here. New little wall, blends in perfectly. The original wall with the photos from the ET movie, it blends in perfectly. Botanicus is out. Oh, snap. All right, so we're exiting out. They have a new wooden ramp to go down.
Now, if you guys are worried about is ET being taken away, no, it's not. As long as Steven Spielberg is still alive, ET will not be going anywhere at the Universal Orlando theme park.
It just looks like they're doing maintenance. They've lowered the water. That's where all the fountains are, right underneath there.
Time for the next little HHN update. So it's from HHN 365, right? This is what they put on their Twitter. The first house, right, that is rumored to be coming is going to be Holiday in Hell. Is rumored to return to HHN Hollywood this year as a house and to come to HHN Orlando for the first time as a scare zone. Now, this I feel like could work, but if it is a scare zone, I'm wondering what's going to be the overarching story of this year, right? Because last year, the creative team was saying they wanted all the scare zones connected in an overarching story. Still don't really know what's happening with the icon of this year and what's the overarching story. The other house that they talked about was HHN 32 is rumored to have an original house based on the plot of Crossroads, a movie where a blues musician goes down the deep south and sells his soul to Satan for fame. Now, this one I kind of know a little bit about. I was hearing rumors about there being something kind of Louisiana down south as an original house. So this story could fit with the rumors that I was hearing. Again, they're just starting to build the houses. So until they're like really fully built and designed and team members can kind of get in and see what's going on, and the rumor mill will like leak a lot more. All we kind of have are like these rumors right now. But I do think this one probably is happening kind of from what I was hearing. Those are the two little houses that were rumored this week. We'll cover more a little later in the video, but let's do some more little updates within the theme park.
Next little HHN update is going to be here at the Fast and Furious Supercharged. They've started to put up the tents. They've closed off part of the queue, so let's go see what it looks like. Because they shut off half the queue and they put the house in half the queue, and then the other half is in a tent outside. Now, if you remember, the queue would go to where the 3 is. The garage door has been closed, and that's where they're starting to build the house right now.
Alright, so the queue used to wrap around right there. You can enter in. They're having us going through these two doors instead.
So we can see the little curtain has been put up.
Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family, baby.
Motel works on your rides. You guys enjoy the break room.
She won't.
My brother calls this the family room.
No.
Dom says he doesn't have friends, he has family.
Ooh.
And the faces you see on these walls are our family.
Oh God, it's got water in the mouth. Sadly, I've ridden that ride a lot in my life. I think I officially found the worst seat in that attraction. Front row all the way to the left. You have a beam blocking you and you're just watching the slow drive forward.
But they added a poster here for Fast X going into the gift shop. Before you know it, it'll be Mel's dying over here.
Kind of universal HHN news that Beetlejuice II is actually happening. It's been greenlit. And then Blumhouse also said that Megan is going to become a franchise, and also the Black Phone is going to become a franchise. So there's going to be multiple sequels. And then the sequel to the original Exorcist is coming out this year, and they're going to turn it into a new trilogy, they were saying.
Beetlejuice, I just want to say congratulations. They announced your favorite number is number 2, right? There's a Beetlejuice
one, yeah.
Yeah, Beetlejuice 2 is coming out. Are you excited?
Once the check clears, I'll get back to you, yeah. You learn the first time around, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you. It's only taken 20-something years. I know, I know. Well, keep up the hard work. Well, good luck with the little grad bash today.
Oh, don't even.
That's scarier than you.
I'm here to remind all the lovely children that things come to an end.
Now, over by the Born Stuntacular, there's a fun little Easter egg for Terminator. If you look over here at all the oil cans, you can see in Terminator on his motorcycle with a shotgun. Again, there's no news about Villains Con, but again, slowly redoing and repainting all the facade for the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. You can see they're even repainting that over there. Pride Month is coming up, so they have a bunch of new Pride merch. $28. They have a Love is Universal hat. $22 for a vanity plate. Universal Studios Love. Universal Studios. I don't like how it says Universal Studios twice on there though. $25 for this little decorative block. $21 for this. Love, peace, Universal Studios. Good vibes together, strong. Love is Universal. $32. They have a Love is Universal fanny pack. The strap is pretty cool. It could be like a rainbow strap. It's gonna say Universal Studios on it. $11. They have a new little keychain. $8. They have a bumper sticker. $12 for a big magnet. All right, now here's all the jackets and the shirts. They got backpacks this year. $50. They have a Love is Universal backpack. A little rainbow star. Like a Spirit jersey. Love is Universal. The stars is going to be rainbow stars on the sleeve. So you're looking at $75 for the Spirit jersey. $37 for this Love is Universal long sleeve shirt. Kind of a thinner material. Over here for $30, they have a short sleeve shirt. Some stars right there. Love is Universal. They have a $20 candle. $18, they have a little wallet. $60 for this lightweight jacket. And you kind of get that same design. The Love is Universal good vibes that they kind of put on everything. Grad Bash 2023. On this note, we were getting out of here before the madness happened. For dinner, before we go to the Coconut Club, we're gonna go to the NBC Sports Bar and Grill. I do like how it's an open kitchen. You see them making the burgers right there.
Okay, so for dinner, this is what we got. We got the smoked pulled pork, hand pulled and piled high, signature barbecue sauce. And we got Parmesan french fries, coleslaw, and cornbread. We just finished pulled pork, very mediocre. It's a hit and a miss at this restaurant. Pulled pork is very dry. There's actually not too much pulled pork on there. I just took off the bun because all I tasted was bun. It was like bun with a sprinkling of pork in there. The Parmesan fries weren't even like fully cooked. They're still kind of like hard, so they weren't even like crispy. I'm gonna give that dish like a 5.5. Didn't really care for that pulled pork sandwich.
It's just so weird not seeing an overlay on it. That's just the Red Coconut Club tonight. I've only been in the Red Coconut Club, I think, once before they started doing the overlays. The overlays always bring me in. Market has just been turned into Island Market again. The hours of operation are 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. And we've walked in. Here's like the entrance. It's kind of like a standard palm trees over here. Now when you come over here, they've added some lights over there. It's just kind of weird seeing the whole wall just empty. All right, we're back. Sean, the best bartender around. We got the new drink.
You gotta go to Sean for it. He's got all the fun little drinks for you. It's called The Family, right? This has watermelon in it. So you got Tito's vodka, watermelon pucker, lemon juice with a simple syrup. The Family, a masterpiece, 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
You get the sweet watermelon that you love. You get a little hint of a sourness from that lemon juice. And that vodka, you don't taste it, but it hits you. Again, 2 drinks here and you are done. Okay, Universal, what's going on? Oh, there's gonna be a summer overlay. The Red Coconut Club, right? I think I went there once in my entire life, right? And then when they did the overlays, that's what like drew me in, right? That's what drew in a lot of the annual pass holders and diehard fans, right? With what the creative team was able to pull off in there. Right? Bringing in so many Easter eggs and just becoming a fun environment with the American Sirens and with live music and entertainers, things for the whole family. And now it's just kind of reverted back to the Red Coconut Club, I think until the Dead Coconut Club in September. Universal, please, we love the overlays. Keep doing overlays. The creative team always does an amazing job. That's what keeps bringing us back for more. So if you are stopping by Citywalk, pop in there, go pick up one of those drinks from Sean. He's great. I want the overlays to come back, Universal, please. That's what the fans love. Now, the bead tree, right?
a staple of Mardi Gras here at Universal. They've removed all the beads.
On that note, it is time to go back to the office. Let's talk about the Halloween Horror Nights speculation map. There's also some breaking news just happened. I gotta figure out what's going on. But let's go back to the office right now. Okay, now guys, we're back at home. Before we talk about the new HHN speculation map, a couple days ago, Universal responded with a mysterious video link. This is a video that came out a couple years ago, but they responded on April 18th, 2023 to a Lady Gaga post from 2012. So people were like, is Lady Gaga gonna be a house this year? I don't believe Lady Gaga is gonna be having a house this year. That kind of guerrilla marketing campaign with that static stuff leads into the next little bit that Universal just dropped. So Universal posted this video.
This week, we'll be talking about a conspiracy over 2 decades in the making. We'll uncover the truth about what's really going on at Halloween Horror Nights. The signs are everywhere, hiding in plain sight, if only you know where to look. How many times have you gone to that event and one of those so-called scaracters warned you to keep your friends close, to never ever look back? You probably laugh, or scream, and think it's all an act. But what if it's not? Is it just fanciful roleplay, or something rooted in sinister origin? What really happens to those of us who ignore the signs and go alone? What if the legend of HHN is more than just a legend?
Now, that video is 10 minutes long. It's 10 minutes of pretty much just static, TV static. And yes, I did spend about 45 minutes at like 3 in the morning figuring out what's in all the static. This is what I've come up with and what I have found within the static. First off, let's talk about the shirt that she's wearing. This is a shirt that was sold for Halloween Horror Nights 25, right? Jack was the icon. This is actually a shirt from that year, right? This is such a dope shirt. The eyes will just terrify you. They're so good. The first little bit of static, this is what we see. You see a bunch of different symbols or letters. Now, those letters are kind of very reminiscent to the post that Universal posted a couple weeks ago. You see kind of a green line that's very reminiscent of, right, of like Jack's makeup on his eyes, and you see this red blotch that looks a lot like his nose. And then we start getting some images. The best thing that we can kind of see is this image kind of looks like, if we pause it right here, it looks like that pumpkin guy that was in the scare zone from HHN 30. If we go forward a little bit more, we see the girl then standing. You can then see kind of the full shot of the shirt, and you can see Jack's face down below. Then we get a shot of her kind of just staring at the wall very strangely, as if she's like possessed or hypnotized. And then this is kind of like the big shot. We get this face inside the static. Now the face, we were saying, kind of looks like the caretaker. I can see that. Look a little closely. You can kind of see red hair, see the makeup of the eyes and the makeup around the mouth. Now this looks a lot like the commercials that Universal dropped a couple years ago, right? They dropped one for HHN 25 with Jack, then, you know, for HHN 30 with Jack. That's my best take of like all that static. I think Jack is gonna be the icon this year. I don't know how I feel about that. He was just the icon for 30. I kind of like when they bring him out for anniversaries, kind of all these hints that Universal is dropping.
We'll be talking about a conspiracy over 2 decades in the making. The signs are everywhere, hiding in plain sight.
Kind of leading up to Jack being the icon this year. Maybe it's gonna be Jack and Chance, right? I'd be down for that. I got the Chance hat on right now. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about all the static? Did it look like Jack? Do you think it's gonna be him? So now it's time for the speculation map 2.0 from Horror Night Nightmares. Let's start off in Hollywood. At the top, we have a top secret house. Then we have The Exorcist Believer. This is gonna be, again, the sequel to the original. I don't think this is happening. It's releasing October 17th. It's too late into the season. You're gonna spoil an entire house 2 months before it even comes out. You know what, Universal could surprise us. I still think it's gonna be Insidious and Megan. Then we have like an owl. I don't know what that one is. And then, you know, kind of the worst kept secret around HHN right now is the Last of Us house. Then we have the Chucky house, which has been officially announced. Then we have the Monsters in Paris, the Terror Tramp Celebrities. Then one of the houses is gonna be Holidays in Hell, right? So it's gonna be like zombie holiday creatures. The most interesting one, Demon Slayer. I haven't heard a single thing or a peep about a Demon Slayer house. I believe in May we will get kind of a big house announcement. We're gonna have the Death Eaters returning, and we still don't know what the show is. Kind of hearing some things about what the show could be. We'll talk about that in an upcoming video. But now let's talk about the speculation speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. We have some scare zones now for the speculation map. Might be a Last of Us scare zone, and then the holiday zombies are gonna have their own scare zone. Is this gonna be an infected scare zone theme this year? Kind of like when it was like The Walking Dead, just like the entire HHN. So then we go to the house, Monsters in Paris, The Last of Us, then there's kind of this devil horn emoji. I think that house will be the house that we talked about a little earlier about, you know, kind of like the musicians selling their soul down south. Then we have Tent House. I was kind of hearing some rumors about there being kind of a circus theme this year. I think this could be like, if Jack is the icon, this would be the Jack House. Then we have another top secret one. And then we have a dragon with a castle. Then we have kind of an old, some like cottages. I don't know what that house could be. Then we have the Chucky house that's been announced, and then the Exorcist, and then Demon Slayer again. So again, this is only version 2.0. Throughout the next coming weeks, right, a lot more construction is gonna be happening. A lot more leaks are gonna be happening. So we will have a lot more info coming very, very soon. Universal is gonna have some official announcements coming up in the coming weeks, right, of the houses that will be coming to HHN. But while we were in the Fast and the Furious queue, you could smell the fresh wood, and you can kind of see through the curtain. The sets are being built. That is our little HHN update. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Things come to an end.
Can you say hi?
Hey everybody, I'm Mia, Dom's sister.